Good afternoon, people. We'll wait for some people to get in the chat, get into the live. And I'll go. We're going to wait and see what happens. See if you have any good conversations. Check up on some subscribers, if they want to talk. Just hanging out for a bit, so. It's 7:15 right now. I feel I can go live before it gets dark outside. At least try and keep up with keep up with the same schedule at least, you know what I mean? Just trying to be consistent. So we're going to wait for a little bit, see who gets in here. Turn the Wi-Fi off. Last time I went on live last Saturday I went live, and everyone must be enjoying their Saturday night or something. It's all good. Two minutes so far. Still no one. No worries. What's up, G Crew? It shows that you're in a chat, but it shows that there's 0 people in here. Jaden. What's up, everybody? Okay. What's going on? Yeah, I'm getting flooded right now. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Now I just jumped up to 12. How's everybody doing? We just chilling. We just chatting. That's it. Like I said, this is a community, so I got myself to 274 subscribers. So I'm just checking up on the people. That's it. You know what I mean? That's all. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's day? Was it good? Was it productive? No? Good. Seems like everyone's having a good day so far. What y'all do? What y'all get into? All I did was work. Got my nails done. Got my manicure and all that. You know what I mean? Ain't doing nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Shout out to Missouri. Shout out. I've never been there before. The last place I've been to was South Carolina. That was like 2 years ago. But it's dope to travel. It's dope to go to different places. That's what it's about. Instead of just going to work and you're doing your 9 to 5, like, you got to go see the world too. There's people my age that never left where they're from. So don't feel like you have to go everywhere in 1 year. Don't be fooled on what you see on Instagram. Some people see like they got to keep up with everyone else. So, man, what are you doing? What are you doing now? Just chilling. That's it. Just talking to the people. That's all. You know what I mean? That's it. But yeah, as far as, being on social media, don't feel like you got to keep up with anyone just because other people are doing things doesn't mean you got to do it too. Take your time. Your time will come. You just got to work at it. When you're working hard, God's going to reward you with the things that you want. I don't speak Spanish, so I can't even read that, to be honest. I'm not even gonna try and read that name. Well, hello, how you doing? Crazy. But yeah, you work hard, God's gonna reward you for your hard work. You know, it's just as simple as that. And people try to make it complicated. It's like it's so cliche, but it's very simple. People like to overthink things and make things complicated, more complicated than what they actually are. You know what I mean? If you know the answer to something, don't go around asking people like, "Hey, how do you do this and that?" But it's like if you know the answer, why are you even asking? You know, how do I get my how do I get my social media to go up? Well, you got to post something that'll catch people's attention. You got to bring some value to people for them to follow you. It's as simple as that. Give people some type of motivation, and it gives me motivation too. When people show me love, that gives me the fire to keep going. That gives me the energy to come up with more videos. You know, like I said, it's a community, so you guys are helping me out. I'm helping y'all out. It's an equal exchange. That's how a relationship should be. It should be an equal exchange. Equal exchange. There's no robbery. Everybody can benefit from a relationship. Well, in a relationship, not but it shouldn't be one sided. You know, and if it's not one sided, then maybe y'all can talk about the situation. Like, look, I feel like this you're lacking on this side, or not getting enough of this. Is there a way we can meet in the middle so both parties can benefit? If only one side's benefiting, then it's like it's not going to work. And that's with anything, even if it's a business, personal relationship, it's all the same thing. I'm not going to get subscribers. I'm not going to get my watch time up if I'm not bringing value to other people. As simple as that. If they can't leave with something of value, they're not gonna mess with me, right? They're not gonna watch my stuff. They're not gonna subscribe, and that's okay because if they're gonna find someone, but if you can resonate with them, yeah, they're gonna follow you. That's it. So you just got to figure out what you got to do. I posted a video on TikTok yesterday, and I said if you're working and you get what you want, you still have to keep working. And if you're working and you don't get what you want right away, you still have to keep working. If you don't get what you want at all, you got to keep working. And then someone commented saying that, I got to pay child support and I still have to work. And I'm like, the answer is still the same. Because if you got to pay child support and you still have to work, well, not working, like, that's not going to help. Doing less is not going to do anything. You're going to do more damage. So you just have to work extra harder. Some people's situations is different. And I understand that. You just have to work harder. That's all. Just because your circumstances is different. Because not doing it, like, it's like, okay, you're in a bad mood. Well, not being productive is not going to help. If you're not feeling good, you can take that emotion and put it towards something. You can create something. There's nothing wrong with having emotions. It's just all about where you put them. If you put it into something that you can create and become better at, then it's all good. There's no wrong with having emotions. It's when you let them consume you and then you end up doing stuff and saying stuff that you can't take back. You're ruining your opportunities that you have. So that's all there is to that. You just got to keep working. And no, it sounds like cliche and simple, but if you're doing that for a long period of time, it's gonna work out for you. You just gotta have it. You just gotta want it bad enough. You just gotta want it. I had like 14 people in there. Everybody disappeared. Or unless I'm lagging or something, I don't know. Someone did say it's all about balance. Yeah, I guess to an extent, yeah, it's about balance, but I don't know. I'm honestly an extreme person. It's like I feel like I'm going all out on this, whatever I want. And it's like I don't think being extreme is doing bad though, you know? You know what I mean? Oh, someone left my live to go comment on on my content. That's what's up. I appreciate that. That's love right there. That's love. That's love. Yeah, I checked my shorts, man. I got like over 1,000 views on my videos. I was like, damn. Because I stopped doing shorts for a little bit. I think I stopped doing shorts for like a month. I was doing the long form content. It was cool. Like I was getting some views with that. But I was like, dang, it's getting late. I can't really go outside and record a video. Let me just put the short out just so I get the people something to look forward to. Because when you're consistent and you resonate with people, there could be someone at work and their day is going by pretty slow, and then their favorite content creator posts something and makes their day a little better. So I just want to give people that feeling too. So like, oh, Jamal G, he posted, I know he's going to give me some encouraging words. He's not going to give me anything negative. He's going to give me only positivity. He'll bring some prayer, You're looking for something different. So I at least know that I'm being authentic and I'm being honest and I'm bringing the best content that I can, and that can help people with their day, make their day better. Sometimes I'll be, I look at my the people that I'm subscribed to, and I'm, oh, so and so they posted something, like, let me tune in. It makes the day a little better, especially when you're working like 10+ hours. So sometimes you need that content, man. You need that good stuff to hear while you're working, because when you got a video that's like 10-15 minutes long and you're just working and you're just listening, that 15 minutes went by, or even 20 minutes, or even a podcast that's like 3 hours long. That's fine too. I was listening to the Hodge Twins, like a podcast like 3 hours long. I was like, bad. I'll just break this up, listen to it for an hour or two, and and that's that. But anyone could be that. I'm not special or anything. I'm just being consistent. So there's people that resonate with my stuff. So when it pops up for them, I give them that feeling like, okay, he posted something. I got something to look forward to. Even if you don't watch it right away, you could even watch it when you get home. That's what I know people can relate to that stuff. I know I certainly can. When you watch someone and they resonate with you and they say something that you needed to hear, and you didn't realize you need to hear it until you heard it. And it's like, damn. It's like, bro, I needed that. And that's just what someone did. They just commented under my video. I just got a notification from YouTube Studio saying, thank you, bro. I needed this. So it's like, what I'm saying is the truth. I'm not lying about what I'm saying. I'm experiencing it in real life. People come up to me and tell me like, yo, man, I see your videos. They helping me out. Like, I appreciate it. Like, keep going, bro. I love what you're doing. I'm inspiring people to do the same thing that I'm doing, and I'm not doing anything special. I just turned on the camera and just started yapping. But I know I'll say something that's relatable to people. I ain't no one special. I ain't no rich dude. A regular guy. Work my 9 to 5 like everyone else. But I knew, like, I wanted to do this, and I was like, yo, I can't be scared. I got to get on the camera and say something. I got to try at least. It's better to try something so hard, and it's like, you know what? Okay, this may not be for me, but you know what? I can go back to the drawing board. Let me make some edits. Let me try something a little different. You just got to stick with it, though. Don't change every few months. Don't be that person. It's just like someone, they want to change their career. They going to school for this. Next thing you know, they go to school for that. It's like, bro, just pick something. Just stick with it. At least 6 months to a year. Just 6 months to a year. That's it. I seen a video and it said you could change your life in a whole year. And I seen it and I was like, yeah, I believe that. I think that's true. And I believe it. So I'm just applying those things. I know if I take this super serious and I really apply myself and I show up every day and I'm honest and I'm relatable to the people, then my numbers will go up and now I can make money doing this too. But it ain't always got to be about the money, but it shows when you have the passion and you show up every single day, people will know the difference. Like, okay, you're not doing this for money. You generally like doing this. I've been posting for 76 days straight. So it's like, it ain't even about the money. I was posting videos like 5 years ago trying to help people grow their beard. So it wasn't even about the money. I believe in that saying, each one teach one. I always wanted to help people. When you start looking for the truth in life, you can start sharing that with other people. Some people might be ignorant. They just don't know certain things. So you could be that person that shows up in someone's life and give them that information that they're missing. You can give them the missing piece. And you can change the whole perspective. That's what it was for me. When I was working with someone and they asked me, like, yo, like, what are your hobbies? Like, what do you like to do? I'm like, I like doing this and that. It was like, okay, well, do you ever thought about doing social media or anything? Like what do you see yourself in the future? And this person's asking me real life questions, like, damn, like, it's different when you're going to school and then someone give you a syllabus and they ask you, like, okay, where do you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years? And you don't even take that serious for real. Like, all right, man, we're just trying to get the class in. I'm trying to get out of here, bro. I'm trying to go home. Do these 8 hours and leave. But now I'm a young adult and someone's asking me this question. It's like, oh, okay, well, we're not in school anymore. This is real life. So it's like, you're gonna answer those questions? Like, what are you gonna do with your life? What do you want to do? I knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't have that burning desire. I didn't have that drive to do it. It was always iffy, getting distracted, being around the wrong people, not making my mind strong, not being dedicated and committed to something. But someone's asking me these real life questions. What do you want to do? So now I'm answering these questions, answering these questions in real life. Then I'm thinking, like, okay, so what do I want to do? What do I like? Okay, I like anime. Sports is cool. You know what I mean? Fashion's cool. Information, right? People need information. So I like doing those things. I like generally helping people. So it just made sense. So that's why I got some old videos on my YouTube on how to grow a beard. That was like so simple. The first video I posted, it got like 500 views. My first video ever. I never posted anything before that. And those videos should still be there if y'all interested in all that stuff. So y'all ain't gotta ask me about the beard right now. The routine's pretty much the same. But I knew I wanted to help people. I just wasn't consistent with the content. I knew I wanted to do that. So now I was like maybe 18 or 19. I'm 23. And now my coworkers asking me these questions, like, what do you want to do? I'm like, okay, well, I'm thinking about how I did that before. I'm like, well, I still want to do the same thing. I just wasn't consistent with it. So now we're having this conversation and he's telling me, like, dude, like, you got potential. Like, I can see the fire. Like, you know what you want out of life. He's like, dude, I believe in you. And it's like those words right there, they changed me. It's like, damn, like, I never even heard anything like that before. Someone tell me that they believe him. Like, this guy, he barely know me. He just know me in this warehouse. But we talked enough to where I'm like, okay, we have conversations every now and then, or at least when we can. But now we're talking on a serious level. Like, oh, okay, we're talking about real life stuff. We're not just talking about anime. We're not talking about video games anymore. We're talking about careers. We're talking about our futures. Our future. So it's like, I always remember that. I always think about that. It's like, damn, like, so when people tell me they want to do something, I tell them, like, yo, I believe in you, bro. I know what you want to do now. I believe in you. I can see that you want to do that, but you just got to do it. Just like how that one person believed in me and I just had to do it. That's just what it is. Now we follow that person. We follow each other on social media. Now he's seeing my numbers grow, and I'm like, look, I had to tell him, like, yo, thank you, bro. That was from you. You gave me that spark. You made me think different about my future and what I wanted for myself. So I'll at least say with that, like, if someone's trying to give you some information, at least try to hear them out. Just okay, if there's something that doesn't apply to you, cool. You can just ditch it. Pick pieces that apply to you. Take it and amalgamate it into your lifestyle and see what works for you. Create something for yourself that works. Like it's just that simple. Because a lot of people walking around, they think they know everything. They don't think they have to listen to anyone. They think they got to be in school to learn something. That don't make no sense. Well, God's testing you every day, so it's like, well, you're not in school for that. You're anywhere else but school. You're at work. You're at home. You may be at the grocery store. You're getting tested all day, really. But people think they know everything. And oh, Coco, what's up, man? How you feeling, brother? Yeah, people walk around thinking that they know everything, and they it's like they just so quick to deny information. People rather just talk so much than listen. I'm great, brother. I'm blessed, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you had a good day. Yeah, people act like they know everything and they want to deny information. And it's like, if someone's at a higher level than you, then it's like, why are you talking? Why are you trying to tell them your opinion? Shut your mouth and listen. The person that was talking to me at the warehouse, he had his own side business. He showed me that he had $100,000 saved up in a separate. He got two bank accounts. He had one for his business and a regular when we were working in the warehouse together. He had $100,000 saved up. He showed me. I'm like, oh, damn. He's like, dude, I could leave this job anytime I want. I'm just waiting for the right time. And it's so funny. The workplace was offering, they were paying people to quit their job. They're like, look, we'll give you $1,500 if you just quit. We'll pay you out. And that was a sign from God telling him, like, yo, you need to leave this job behind. Just work for your future. You got enough income to sustain yourself. Get to work, man. You don't need this job. You're bigger than that. So when I seen that inspired me. I never forgot that. So I know that if you apply yourself and you're consistent, you keep your mind strong, you can change your life. As soon as he showed me, he's like, man, I'm staying off the cliff, bro. I can leave at any time. Wouldn't you want to say that too? Like, yo, man, I can leave anytime I want, man. I don't need this job. I'm out. You ain't gotta be like in the movies. You gotta curse the boss out and all that stuff. And tell your manager screw you, and you ain't gotta do all that. You can just like, look, here's my 2 weeks. You know, you can leave on a good note, but it's the fact that you got that choice. That changes everything. It's like, yo, like, not even saying you made it, but you know what? You're really starting to take control of your own life. You can leave whenever you want to. You can wake up when you want to. Does your family need help? Your husband, your wife need help? You can take care of everything. But you see that, like, that's one of the things that I think about too. That's what keeps me going too. I remember I was watching a video with AMP. All them dudes is like 20, like 22 to like 29. Dude, they all got Lambos. It's just that financial freedom that they got. And all they did was just be themselves. And I was like, man, if they could do it, I know I can. And I ain't no disrespect to anyone, but I'm just saying, it's like, okay, all they did was apply themselves, and all they did was just stay consistent. They stayed locked in. I'm like, man, I could do the same exact thing. I know I can. Every time I seen someone with something that I had, or living a lifestyle that I wanted, I was like, yo, I know I can have that too. But I didn't go out asking questions because I knew the answer already. And that was only because I knew what I wanted to do with my life. I just knew I had to start and I had to be consistent. So it's like, Okay, I know the answers. I know exactly what I got to do. I just have to go do it. That's it. I know what I wanted. I just had to start. But I had to stop worrying about what other people would think. People be so scared to put themselves out there. I'm like, dude, like, you got to start somewhere. How do people going to know who you are? If you're bringing value, they got to find someone, right? They got to connect someone. If they're going to look you up, what kind of niche what kind of videos do you want to make? What kind of value you want to bring to people? You want to bring some type of information? You want to bring some type of car content? Health information? Fitness? Like, what do you want to do? I think those are the questions that you want to ask yourself. If you want to do the content creation, you got to ask yourself, like, what do you like to do? And then, boom, just set the camera up and just talk about it. You're going to connect with somebody. I promise you're going to resonate with someone. You just got to take that first step. Just take the step. Just do it. Just like Shia LaBeouf said, just do it. It was funny when he was saying it, but it was super real. Just do it. Don't let your dreams just be dreams. Go do it. Make your dreams a reality. Everybody can agree with that, right? People like, if I only wish, if only. Just do it. But I can say all this, and some people just won't apply it. And I'm not gonna sit there and let myself feel like, oh, I'm just wasting my time. I'm just yapping. I know even if one person changes their perspective, I've done something right. I brought someone some value. That's the whole point of why I'm doing this anyway. This is like a documentary of my life too. This is something that I could look back on. The next generation could look back on this, That'd be crazy, right? Don't you want to be the person that changes your bloodline? You want to make your last name important? I want my last name to be important. You know? Just want success. Take care of your loved ones, It's like the simple things like that. It's like people sitting around looking for motivation. I'm like, dude, like, if you're not where you want to be in life, that should be enough. There's people that spend $5,000 on denim, on Louis Vuitton jackets. Watching these young dudes in Louis Vuitton in New York City. They around this 26, 27, 28. They buying Lamborghini Uruses for their birthday. Buying Louis Vuitton belts. They just outside and on a Wednesday just chilling. Living their lives. Young too. And that's the difference too. Like an older person could work for their most of their life, and then they retire. Yeah, that's cool. You got your money and all that stuff. You got a nice car. You got a Porsche or something. But it's like, yeah, you're at 65 and you got it. It would hit different if you're young and you got a Lambo. You're young and you're successful. You're young and you're taking care of yourself and your family, your loved ones, your spouse. It hits different when you're younger doing those things. Yeah, I guess it's never too late. Better late than never, right? But I don't know. I want to get it now. I want to get it now. I don't want to get it later. But I know I just have to apply myself. And that's what I'm doing. And that's all other people have to do too. You just gotta apply yourself. Figure out what you want to do. I was talking about homeboy, he posted a story. He was riding a bike, but I think he had like a GoPro camera, and he had it at a certain angle. And I was like, dude, why don't you just post videos? He's like, yeah, I don't know. He's making excuses. And I'm like, bro, like, nah, don't do that. Yo, people love cars. The first vlog that I did, it was the Philadelphia Auto Show. Man, I don't know nothing about cars. I'm not a car person. But, you know, obviously people can appreciate a nice car when they see it. But it's like, everybody like nice cars. Nobody want to walk around and driving a hoopty. You got to do what you got to do. But if you had a choice, I know you're going to pick something better than what you got. If you had any choice, I know you're going to go with the most luxurious car. So it's like, he's making excuses, and then I'm like, yo, man, like, I'm like, dog, if you need some help, like, I'll help you. You just got to be serious about it. Because I don't want to waste my time and waste your time. You're not even going to do it anyway. But it's like, I'm like, yo, I'm willing to help you. I'll be in the video with you if you want. If that makes you more comfortable. You might need a script. That's okay. I didn't need a script. I thought I need a script, but nah, I really don't. I got a lot of things on my mind. I am quite the yapper. So I was like, okay, I know I can just let my words flow, say what I gotta say something that can impact people, and just be honest, be authentic. I know that's all I could do. If you're honest with people, you're gonna resonate with someone. Someone's gonna hear what you said, and they'll be like, yo, man, I needed that. Thank you. And just like I said, that's what happened earlier. The person that was on my live left a chat, went to go watch a short, and left a comment saying, thank you, I needed this. It's all about resonating with people. It's all about being relatable. I'm a regular dude. And I'm showing y'all the results of my consistency in real time. And that's enough to push someone to do the same thing that I'm doing. It's crazy. I'm 3 months in. I went from 78 or 88 subscribers to 274. Dog, it's April. I posted every day since January 23rd. I have not missed a day. Now I'm kind of considering, I'm like, okay, should I do 3 times a week? Is that what the people want? I could just keep doing what I'm doing now. I am getting results off of it. But it's like, first you got to build that routine. You got to build that consistency. You got to be able to trust yourself enough that, okay, I've been going this long. Even if I miss a day, I'm gonna come right back. But I gotta feel like I gotta earn that kind of stuff though. I'm not gonna just take the day off just because I felt like it, and then go waste my time doing something else. Like, man, you still could have did what you were supposed to do. Man, the people that I seen blow up real quick, man, they were posting every single day. Some people think that's not realistic. That can't be done. Well, maybe you just can't do it. Maybe you don't see yourself doing it. Well, I see myself doing it. But it's all about the consistency. That's all it is. It's just showing up every single day. It's getting kind of dark out here. Maybe if I stand outside. It's a little better. Yeah, but it's all about consistency. Like, People just be wanting to do what they feel like, and they expect to get results. Bro, it don't work like that. You gotta earn what you want. Not bad, all right? I guess I could go walk on the street. But yeah, people wanna do other things than what they're doing now, but they just don't want to apply themselves. They don't want to do anything different to change their circumstances. That's the only way. You gotta do something different. If you think you're just gonna, wish for a different life, a better life, and you think you ain't gotta do nothing, sadly mistaken. I knew that wasn't the case. Doing the same habits, the same old routines, posting like once a month. You ain't gonna get no subscribers like that. YouTube don't trust you like that. The algorithm don't trust you. I posting every day. I stopped doing shorts for a little bit, maybe like a month. I posted my first short for like 2 days ago. First short in a while. Oh, I got like 1,600 views, bro. It's crazy. 17 now, really. And it just keep going up. That goes out like 1710. So it's like, I was shocked. I'm like, okay. Every time I posted a short, I was at 400. Around that 400 range. There's only 2 times I hit 500. After that, I was always in the 400 range. I'm like, dog, what's going on? Like, why can't I break it? So then I did the long form content for like a month. And I was like, let me just post a short real quick. Shit blew up. I'm talking to my man at work, like, yo, like, cause he do YouTube as well. He do more like the street interviews and stuff. Shout out to him though. But it's like, he's like, yo, your numbers is going up like crazy. Like, and he was even saying, even though he's monetized, he was like, yo, I could have been monetized way more faster if I was consistent. It's crazy. Glitching? Damn. All right. Let me walk my dumb ass back. But yeah, my homeboy was telling me, like, yo, like, I could have been monetized way more sooner if he just stuck with it. But he was doing it when he felt like it. Now, when he started applying himself, he's starting to see the fruits of his labor. I just go to show you, put the work in, you're going to get what you want. You keep showing up, God's going to reward you. Every day my subs is going up, every single day. And it just made me realize, okay, it's easier to get the subscribers. It's harder to get the watch time, though. That's the hard part. Getting 4,000 hours, sheesh. But the 1,000 subs, that seems like the easy part. I'm almost at 500. So the fact that I got, it's crazy. I got like over 200 subs in 3 months. Dog, like, I never even thought of something like that. And 500, that's when you can start getting paid for it too. People can send you the super thanks, a super chat or something. And I've seen people do it. Like, they're like, yo, thank you for this, blah, blah, blah. Here's $20. I'm like, what? And it just made me think, like, you can bring so much value to people that they'll pay you for it. They'll happily pay you for it. So you help people, bring them value, and in return, people pay you. And you can make money just like that. It's crazy. But you just got to figure out what type of value you want to bring to people. You know? You want to be honest. You want to be authentic. You want to be relatable. That's what it is. People like people that are relatable. I think that's why people love J. Cole. He's so relatable. You know? He's a multimillionaire, but he lived like a regular dude. All he did was keep showing up. Working hard. Outworking everybody. Got 200 subs in 3 months. It's crazy. And people be asking, like, yo, how's it going? And I tell them, like, yeah, you know, I got this and that. They're like, their eyes light up. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, bro. I told you, I'm locked in, bro. I ain't doing nothing else. I ain't thinking about nothing else. I ain't worried about nothing else. It's about changing your future. And that's the crazy part. For a man, when he changes his life, everyone else benefit. You know, once you want to take care of your spouse, take care of your family, you know what I mean? Have the right type of money, you can have your parents live longer. You know what I'm saying? You can start doing things that you want to do in your life. If you want to go out and do this, cool. You got the money to go do it. Go do it. But, you know, you're working a 9 to 5. You got to ask permission. I'm like, hey, man, if that's what you want to do with the rest of your life, that's cool. But you gotta make something happen. You got to sacrifice something. You got to sacrifice some time. You know, you got to sacrifice that fun. You gotta say no to the parties. You know, say no to the homies. Say no to your spouse sometimes. Like you locked in. And if they don't, and there's people that's not gonna understand you too. You're gonna feel misunderstood, and that's okay. Sometimes you're not meant to be understood. You know, people ain't understand Jesus too. Yo, he was capping and everything. They didn't understand him, so they didn't like him. They were hating on him. That's just what it is. And it's funny because I think that too. So it's like, whatever I'm going through, that's nothing compared to what he went through. So if people hating on me and all the other stuff, then it's like, I don't even care about that. I just know I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. Because I know I'm the only person that can make my future right, and I'm the only one that can make my future wrong. That's the mentality you got to have. You're the only person that can make this right. You're the only one that can mess this up. So you just got to choose what you gonna do. What you gonna do? Yeah. It's getting kind of dark outside. Kinda. It is dark outside. I'm tripping. So yeah, I think that might be it for now. Just want to get with the subs, chop it up a little bit, get some motivation, get something to watch on their time at work. So everybody have a good night. I pray that you stay protected, and God bless y'all. Good night.